Hello and welcome to Drag Race TV LA's weekly recap of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Star 6. This is the recap for episode 12. A new queen has been crowned. Was this the best All-Star season yet? Come tell us what you think. Because if you like to talk Drag Race, you've come to the right place. Hello. I don't know why that was a weird coloring on that video. Weird colored on your end too. It was like pink. Everything is pink today. I'm pink. Ollie's hair is pink. Magenta's hair is pink. Thank you guys for joining us. Ollie and Magenta are joining me today.
Yay! And we're in the same outfit, me and Magenta.
That's right.
This is executive realness.
And we didn't even coordinate this, so I apologize for my voice. I don't know what has happened. I just can't get better, I guess. I keep trying, and every day something new is looking slender. Oh my gosh, Ronnie Jr., you know the way to my heart. Even if you are lying through your teeth, I'm going to take that and run with it. Thank you guys for joining us in the chat. Ronnie Jr., Chuck. Elaine is in here, and Luis Manuel Hernandez. Elias is in here as well. Thank you all for joining us. So guys, we are on the finale of All-Star 6. Answer my question that I said at the beginning. Was this the best All-Star season yet? Ollie?
Me first? Oh, it was, to me, it was the best All-Stars season. I know people might not agree with their favorite All-Stars too, but I love that this was an equal playing field for our top four. You didn't know who was going to win. I feel like the whole top four were deserving of the crown in their own right. And it was just enjoyable. I loved it. It was my favorite All-Stars, so I was very pleased with this season.
Magenta, would you consider it your favorite All-Star season?
Definitely top two.
Okay. What would be your other?
Come back to rewatch.
Which one?
I'll have to see how it stands up next year. Like, I'll do the rewatch of it and know if it's my favorite.
Okay. Yeah, I still think overall it was a great season, mostly because you didn't know who was going to win the entire time.
I still don't know who won.
So I know. Oh, well, you're going to find out today.
Did they win?
Well, I was talking to somebody. I did an Instagram live before we started this, and somebody was commenting that I thought this was so funny. They really wanted Raja to win, so they were telling they just walk around pretending Raja won. So when people talk about it, they're like, "No, Raja won." I don't know what you saw, but I was like, "Oh my god, I'm going to totally start doing that to people." I love that idea. So if your person didn't win, just lie. All right, you guys, be sure if you have not already to subscribe to the channel. I think it's down there in the corner. You can click on the subscribe today. Click the bell if you want notifications. You don't have to click the notifications if you want. Also, be sure to follow us on DRTVLA on all social media and on Twitch. So that you always know what we're up to, our shenanigans over here at Drag Race TV LA. Yes, Magenta does look beautiful, my dear.
Magenta's eyelash is stuck in her hair.
Drag queen problems, you know?
First world, Dal, first world.
Ronnie Jr. thinks Raja should be crowned Ms. Congeniality. Everyone's. I could have wore pink hair. I just didn't know that was the memo. I didn't get that, but I wore pink. So that's all that matters.
I know. I threw everything else last week when I wore red.
Yes, exactly. Okay, just as a reminder, what happened last week on Drag Race. After the game within the game, Eureka re-entered the competition and it was the shit in the charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent monologues. Pun intended. Thank you very much. Eureka finally got her first win, and after a tie in the lip sync for her legacy against season 12 winner Jada Essence Hall, both the group and Eureka chose to send TKB home. So then after the elimination, when they came into the workroom, we found out that TKB voted for Raja. Anybody not surprised or surprised by that? No. I think I even said last week I think she picked Raja.
Yeah.
I mean, if she had to base it on something, so I think she based it on the actual challenge, and Raja did the worst in the challenge. So, Raja didn't seem to be bothered by it too. Fan of this season is Queen really got her arts right. Also, I just want to point out, Ollie and I on the first episode of this predicted our top 4. I think when they announced the cast. And I just want to say, FYI, that this was the final 4 that I had chosen.
Nice.
To me. And you were only difference was I had Raja and you had TKB. So very, very close. Very, very
wow.
Close. Yeah.
That's crazy. Spooky.
Yeah, I know. I don't think I've ever picked the top 4 because I always pick people that I like that I know are never going to make it to the end because I know how the show is produced. And anyway, honestly, I wasn't going to be upset by who won. First time for me for many seasons was Kylie on the low end of the list, but still worthy winner. I would, spoiler alert, we're going to be talking about who won All-Star 6. So if you don't know, now you shouldn't be watching this, and I probably shouldn't have put that up on the screen yet, but whatever. We'll get more into our thoughts on the winner in a little bit. So make sure you stay to the end. So the maxi, there was no mini challenge. We cut right to the chase. And the maxi challenge was a collaboration on Ru's new song, This Is Our Country. The queens had to write their own lyrics. And a surprise collaborator on the song was Miss Tanya Tucker. Anybody excited I was excited to see Tanya Tucker. I'm a country music fan. Not necessarily a huge Tanya Tucker fan, but I love country music and Tanya's a legend. So anybody else have thoughts on Tanya being a collaborator?
The only thing I remember about Tanya is her one time as a guest judge like 8 years ago.
Yeah, that's right. She did. That's right, guest judge.
I don't remember what season of challenge, but yeah.
Yeah, it was cool that they're doing like a country song. I'm not a country fan, but it was cool like to give more genres with their final song. So that was cool.
Well, Lorayne Love's going to try and make you a country fan, Ollie, then, because I like a challenge. Is hitting the mic. Oh, sorry. Thank you for telling me that. Okay, I'll hold my mic up because my earring is hitting it. Thank you. Who told me that? Ken, you rock. Thank you so much. All right, I'll try and hold this away from my earring. Make it to my I was so funny because I was thinking because Tez has his playlist of RuPaul songs and I was curious if he added this to his playlist or not. I'm gonna guess no. It's just gonna be my guess, but we'll see. Yeah. All right, and then they were choreographed by Jamal Sims for the number. I think just in the preparation for the challenge, I think one of the things for me that stood out the most that I like kind of really remembered after the episode was the conversation that Raja and Ginger had. Just Raja talking about being Black in America and stuff. And I thought she touched on a lot of important things for the Black community. I just like, it's so funny because right now, like I didn't even want to put out my 4th of July flag and stuff because you just don't feel like our country is representing who a lot of us are. Mm-hmm. So I just kind of understood her plight. Anybody, Ollie, you're nodding your head.
No, I agree too. It is kind of like you see the flag here and there, and you wonder like, oh, is that person racist or homophobic or transphobic? And not everyone with their being patriotic is, but you think that with everything going on in the world, even still today, I mean, think of what's happening in Texas with the abortion ban. Like, you don't feel as free sometimes, you know, like if your rights are being taken away by certain people that they shouldn't be taken away in the first place. So I completely understand where she's coming from.
Yeah. I know, Magenta, you're not here. So, but I mean, you see on the news, you see that we're
we get all your news over here, everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
We said the abortion ban is disgusting. Now, but that being said, the country I currently live in literally only voted for abortion rights last year.
Right.
So like you couldn't even do it here up until last year.
Yeah.
I
just thought it was
women's bodies.
Yeah. And I think that I think even her lyrics and everything, I thought she had one of the best lyrics of everybody. I just thought she just does a really good job at presenting Raja, if that makes sense. Like, I just feel like I completely get who she is now, you know, whereas I don't think I did before. I love Ken's comment. I had to leave it up on the screen. He says, the more I see Jamal Sims, the more I want him in a luxury hotel room and a bottle of vodka. Sorry, TMI. I love you, Ken. Thank you so much. Yes, Ru does love her nationalism. I will agree with that. And thank you, C. O'Connor. It's actually not my hair. It's a wig. But thank you. I knew what you meant, though.
It's so natural. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't wear wigs.
I know, right? A little just for men, and I'm out the door. So I have a question. So Eureka, at the same time, Raja was talking about her, you know, America and everything. Eureka says that she wants to sing about these foreign queens. But saying how we don't need foreign queens. Sorry, there's a hair in my line of vision and I can't get it. I have a theory.
Me too.
Maybe you guys agree or disagree. I think personally, she wanted to wear that outfit for the number. And she's like, I got to figure out how I can make this work. And so it was, I'm going to talk about Marie Antoinette so that I can justify this look. Okay.
Bingo.
Magenta agrees. Ollie, did you catch on to that? Or is that me and Magenta just being crazy?
No, I didn't. I love your theories. Did this theory originate from Reddit?
No, it's a theory. This is a complete theory. I was on Reddit.
She really must have wanted to. She did it for the reveal, I guess. You know, which didn't really. I don't know. She didn't really need to do the reveal at all. It didn't. No. She didn't wear it that long, so that's a potential theory.
I mean, I get that she wanted. Like, I get like she was trying to stand out, but it's like, girl, you are country. Like, you have an opportunity now to embrace who you really are and shine. Why do you want to get rid of that? Like, I just felt like she really kind of missed the mark. Sorry, Japple, you must have came in late. Yeah, I don't know what happened to my voice. Don't look at gift horse. People. I could be completely silent for the next 3 days. Okay, this may be a message from our Lord Jesus Christ that I have just talked too much my entire life, and He's just going to take my voice away. Anyway. All right, sorry, I have to hold my mic too. So rehearsals with Jamal. Anything stand out for you guys in the rehearsal process? Nothing really kind of shocking to me, other than they really made Ginger work to be sexy.
Why are they getting the 5'2" fatty to be on the ground? Nah. As a big girl myself, had they done that to me, I would have walked off the set.
Well, that being said, when all was said and done, I thought she knocked it out of the ballpark.
Oh, she did, but you don't. That's not the choreography to give the 5'2" plus-size queen.
Yeah. Ollie, any thoughts on that?
I like that. At least, like, thinking about that choreography, they could have given it to like Kylie, you know, but I'm actually glad that they did give it to Ginger, because Ginger was able to do the choreography, but also showcase her singing ability, because she was let's be real, out of the group, she's the singer of the group. Yeah. So I think she really did a good job, like, you know, doing both of the things, the choreography and the singing. So I was really proud of her to be able to do it.
Yeah. Welcome, Rook King. He's able to make it live with us today. Welcome to the live chat. Yep, me and Magenta pulled out all the stops today. I almost didn't, because it's like 85 degrees here today. And I was like, oh, I don't want to do this. And then I put on a fur vest. So whatever. I'm just glutton for punishment. And then God took my voice away. Out of clothes. I heard they were quarantined. Oh, interesting. So Elaine said she heard they were quarantined for 2 months and were running out of clothes. Well, I can understand that to an extent, but in my head, I just go, I mean, Eureka's now been on 2 seasons of Drag Race, and it's like, I know how much drag I have. I can only imagine how much drag I would have if I had $100,000 to spend. You know what I mean? So yeah. I'm not gonna fall for that. Sorry. Oh, Jappel is putting in a request to get Ollie in drag next time.
Maybe for UK.
We'll see. We'll see. Maybe.
Stay tuned. You'll have to tune in if that's a request.
That's right. And Chucky Chuck has a good point. Make something, because Eureka knows how to sew, so she could have made something for herself for that challenge. So
let's face it, she's worn the exact same silhouette in 6 episodes in a row.
Yeah, she likes it. And you know what? And here's the thing. I get it. She likes the jumpsuit. I get it. Like, and I always say this. For the show, I feel like you have to have different silhouettes and show different things, because that's what they want to see. If you're doing shows here in LA every week, wear the hell whatever you want. You know what I mean? Like, nobody here is gonna care. I mean, if they do, they're not like judging you on a runway, so it doesn't matter. But she definitely should have kind of mixed it up more. The excuse if I don't have anything left, you're a drag queen. That's bullshit. Chucky Chuck, how do you really feel? Ollie did do drag. What season was that, Ollie, that you did drag when I put you in drag? We did the pod.
It was 10.
Maybe season 10. It's on the Afterbuzz TV when we were taping at Afterbuzz. Me and Ollie are in drag for one episode. So
if that's even still up.
I'm sure it might be. Yeah, it might be. Some of them are, some of them are not. But all right. Also, the queens got to have their little sit down with Ru and Michelle. Anything profound happen in there?
Not really. I feel like it was kind of stuff we already heard, right? It was nice. Yeah. It was a nice conversation, but it was just kind of like nothing new. I don't think. Nothing wrong with their conversations, but I don't know. I don't remember anything like profound, unless I'm wrong, right, Magenta? I don't know.
I don't remember a thing.
Yeah, I mean, Kylie did have a couple like tender moments. I think they all did. You know, Eureka talked about her mom and stuff like that, and Raja talked about her going from season 11 till now, and you know, her signature color now and everything like that. I thought too, a cool moment was when Ginger was talking about being on the set of AJ and the Queen, and how Ru kind of jumped in and was like, "This is my drag daughter," and I thought that was kind of cool that Ru would say something like, I mean, not that she wouldn't say it. Like, I'm not implying that she wouldn't. That I was surprised that she said it. I just thought it was just a nice thing for her to do and just kind of be proud of Ginger. And I think everybody should be proud of Ginger. I think Ginger is one of the most amazing queens to have ever been on the show, in my opinion. Yes, I also too, yes, Eureka did. Ken says, I did appreciate when Eureka talked about being a big girl and wanting to win. I agree. And I'll get more into that later because I have lots of opinions. I think you all kind of know how I think. But and I thought it was also interesting that both Eureka and Ginger, in their conversations with Ru and Michelle, both talked about, because now this was their third time for both of them. they both talked about like, I just wanted to come and have fun. And I do feel like when you do come to the show, and I know it's hard, see, like the first time you're on, because you have that pressure of you really wanting to, well, some don't care to win, but I would really want to win. So I think it would be hard to kind of let my hair down completely and have fun, because I would want to really be focused on the competition, you know. Any thoughts on that, ladies and gents?
I'd be the opposite. I would just go in there, have a kiki, and whatever happens, happens. Because I know that if you go in there wanting to win, they'll turn it against you.
Yeah.
Don't win on. If you guys are ever on Drag Race, don't win. So then you can come back for All Stars. So come back for All Stars. There you go.
I think I'm just too competitive, because every time I say that, I talk to people about that, they say that to me, and I'm like, no, if I do it, I want to friggin' win. Like, I want to be the last person standing and be like, screw all you, I won. I'm not coming back. I'm not proving myself. I'm not gonna be a lip sync assassin. I'm gonna go on and be the diva that I am, that I've always known that I am. So
I want to be the fifth bitch cut. That's the one that gets the most love.
Who do you think? Okay, what does it say? Who do you think will be the first queen with a fourth chance? Ooh, good question. Who?
Jujubee.
Oh, interesting.
I would say that's a good one, Shangela.
I think people would be upset if Shangela came back. I love Shanji. She's my sis, but I think people would be a little devastated. Let me think. Oh my gosh, that's such a good question. I mean, personally, I would love Ginger to come back and friggin' finally get the crown that she deserves, because she should have had it in 7, and in my opinion, she should have had it on All Star 6. So it's just more of a selfish thing for me. I commented on her photo because she posted like a professional shot of her runway, and I said, "Look, I know you're an amazing person, and I know you're absolutely thrilled for the winner, but it's friggin' breaks my heart to see you have to end another season without that crown that you have now deserved twice." So I'm foreshadowing where I'm going to go later. But yeah. Oh, Shangela is too big for Drag Race now.
No. You're never too big for Drag Race, love.
Ollie, do you think Shangela is too big for drag? Well, you think she should come back, but
well, I mean, she's on the show with Eureka on HBO, right?
Right, and Bob,
which is really. Oh, I love We're Here. So I don't know. I feel like Drag Race it keeps you relevant. You know, everyone's like, she needs a crown at some point. So I think it would really be. I don't even know if fourth chance is even possible, but I think it could happen.
She got her Christmas crown. That counts.
That's true. Well, they all got one. Yeah.
Wait, so that means that Eureka's been there 4 times as well, technically.
Yeah.
So should we be?
True. That's true. That's true. So we have people are saying Katya, Manila, Detox. I have a couple people saying Detox, Juju, also like you, Magenta. Gosh, this is hard. I mean, I'm saying Ginger because I'm still hurting. I mean, well, this would be a 3rd time. This wouldn't be a 4th time. I mean, again, another person who's been robbed twice is Raven. So I would love Raven to come back, which I know isn't really ever going to happen because she can't. But I almost wish they would kind of take the crown away from somebody and give it to her, but that's a whole nother podcast.
So she has the crown. She's doing the face.
Yeah.
Like that's the best prize you could win, really, when you think about it.
Yeah. Kitty, you see who? I think you're talking about Katya. Kitty says she sees her on Twitch and she's hysterical. Katya is really funny. I like Katya. I actually really like Trixie. I love Trixie's sense of humor. Like, she cracks me up. I know she's not for everybody, but I adore her. All right, so let's get to the runway. I do have lots of pictures. I have pictures of the challenge. I have pictures of the lip sync for their life. I have pictures of the runway. So we got lots of pictures today. All right, so it's their best drag, and it was no guest judge, family only. So it was Rue, Michelle, Ross, and Carson. And first on the runway is Eureka. I will grab that picture right now. Ollie, your thoughts on Eureka's runway?
Oh, her purple. I love this because I think, who said it? Someone said it, that this isn't a look that you expect her to be in, because it's very Vegas, very showgirl, and I love that the silhouette of it, her holding up the fur, and I was expecting like a dress that she wore on her original season, like the Eureka. Do you remember that for the Final Four?
Yeah.
Like a silhouette like that, but this was so like extravagant, so I really liked it, and I really like the color too. I know purple is Raja's color, but it was nice to see Eureka in an outfit like this, so I really liked it.
Magenta, your thoughts?
Yeah, it was Bob Mackie brilliance. It was great. She was talking about the purple heart that she uses on all her emojis, which is hilarious because it was a silver heart on the thing. But anyway, yeah, it was lovely.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it wasn't. I mean, I love Eureka and I love her runways. I'm always going to give her credit for somebody who's as big as she is. I shouldn't say it like that. Like, I made that sound really horrible. But she's a big girl, and just her silhouette is just so perfect and spot on that, like, she just looks amazing in whatever she wears, in my opinion. And I just thought this was like Eureka to the nth degree. I mean, just the headpiece and everything. I mean, everything. It was just like that, in my opinion, was like a grand finale look. Like, she knocked that out of the ballpark, hands down.
I'm glad she's graduated from the loafs.
Yes, I agree. I will agree with that statement as well.
There were no loafs this season. Oh my gosh.
That's right. I don't think
I forgot. I forgot that was a thing. Wow.
Okay. Next up is Ms. Ginger Minge, Magenta Fox. Thoughts on
I loved this. I want this. Like, this is literally, I would rip it off her body right now, and yeah, that's something that I want in my closet.
Ollie.
Yeah. I think this is this is the best I think Ginger's ever looked. She looks like a freaking walking Barbie doll, like one of those collector Barbie dolls you aren't supposed to open. Like, your mom will beat you if you open it. I loved it. I love this, just the shapes, the structure of the dress. And it was also a little 80s inspired, I felt a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I just thought it was like breathtaking. Like, when she came around the corner, it was like jaw dropped. She's never looked more gorgeous. I just thought it was like the perfect ending to her run on the show. I was literally blown away. And it was even like, it was fashion too. Like, it wasn't just like a beautiful gown that, that she had made. It was like, just so like almost avant-garde, and just like, oh, and again, to see a big girl do that, like, was just so like kick-ass for me. Like, anyway, I loved it. Next up on the runway is Miss Kylie Sonique Love. Ollie, I'll let you go first on this one. Your thoughts on Kylie's runway.
Now, I love my Kylie. I love Kylie, but I was a little underwhelmed. I was overwhelmed. I think she looks great. Kylie never looks bad. Maybe the witch runway. But oh my gosh, she's had amazing looks that are finale worthy more on previous episodes than this. And also, we talked about this earlier, kind of like the flag. I get her concept of like, oh, I want to reclaim it and like make people feel like comfortable about it again. But I don't know. I fell a little short for me. Unfortunately, I think she had much better finale worthy looks than this look. So I was disappointed with Kylie. I love Kylie though.
Magenta.
Look, being the overseas one and all, take that aside from it. I don't see how this says finale eleganza. That's my issue with it. It would have been great for a red, white, and blue theme. Would have been great for for any of the patriotic themes that other series past have had. I didn't see eleganza finale extravaganza. That's my issue with it.
Well, let me just read this real quick. Theo Hutton wrote in the chat, Kylie was underwhelming on the runway and the judges complimented her. Interesting. Well, I think it's kind of understood for the finale that they're not really going to critique them in a negative way because they want to play up everybody, which is fine. It was, in my opinion, I'm going to do a very American thing, and I'm going to give a compliment before I bring her down. I'm going to say I adore Kylie. I love Kylie. I think she's extremely talented. I'm happy that she won. But hell no to this runway. I mean, it was like, I almost thought it was a joke. I was like, are you kidding me? And you're wearing plastic heart-shaped glasses? Like, girl, come on. Like her lip sync dress would have been better than this.
Yeah.
With the spikes on it.
She could have swapped it.
Totally.
She totally could have done that.
I was just like, I was like jaw dropped. And honestly, at that moment is when I kind of was like, okay, she's not going to win. Like, there's no way she could win now. Like, that's what you're coming out for the finale. Oh, I was not happy. I was not happy. And I think most of them in the chat here are also going to probably run out of clothes. Again, I'm not going with this ran out of clothes stuff. I'm just going to say this. If you're going to Drag Race, the first thing you should have made is your finale gown. Plain and simple. You know how you're ending this competition. If you're going to go out there at the end, you need to go out there in something kick-ass, you know? And again, it doesn't even have to be a gown. I loved what Raja wore on her season 3. The finale, she wore kind of like that cabaret, derby hat look with the short shorts and stuff. I love that on Raja, and it was so Raja. And I think we've seen other people and other things other than gowns. I'm not saying you have to wear a gown, but it better be like it better be like something you've never worn before, like to get our attention, or the best of everything that you've ever worn. I mean, I was just like, no. Wait, in her interview, she said, as a trans woman, this look was the most important for her. She said because it was her wearing the flag as a trans woman. Okay, I get that. I'm not judging. I'm not, putting her down for saying that. That's wonderful. This is still RuPaul's Drag Race grand finale. Like, I would have done that at a different time. I would have found they all manipulate the challenges anyway to fit their wardrobe. You should have picked a different one to do it. Or like Magenta said, wear it for the lip sync, because you can still wear it and you can still tell that story. But come on. No. Sorry. Lorayne, in her interview, she was that's repeating the same thing. Okay. Nothing about this dress and translate anything else. Okay. I knew I was going to get yelled at. I came into this prepared. I knew I was going to get yelled at, but whatever. I can't say straight. People will edit this and send it to Kylie and whatever, but I don't care. We are supposed to come and critique these and talk to the fans, and that's what I'm doing. So, and last but not least is Miss Raja O'Hara. Ollie, your thoughts on Raja's purple goddess look?
This is my favorite look. I just think I'm so proud of Raja as a viewer. I mean, Lorayne, we both did season 11 and saw how Raja was. I mean, Magenta, you saw it too. So she was a completely different person. I love how she just evolved, And I love that people are really getting to know. She's showing who she truly is, and people are being able to fall in love with her. And I just love this purple gown. I love the hair. It was I think she kind of went with Diana Ross for Rue. But I loved it. Loved it so much.
Yeah.
She was my winner. Honestly, I don't know if you know this, coming into the show, this last episode finale, I was like, I'm Team Raja. And I thought she was going to win. I felt like she should have won. But, obviously it didn't happen. But I'm very, very, very proud of Raja.
Yeah. Magenta, your thoughts on Raja's look?
Well, my winner was eliminated last week. So and then my other winner didn't win tonight. But Raja was third in line. I found it quite cheap looking, to be honest. Like, I love Raja. I just thought the velvet looked cheap. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
She made it.
Yeah,
brownie points for
She made it look cheap.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that I could make one that beautiful. I thought again, like, I don't think it necessarily has to be I don't think it has to be the best of. No, I mean, it does have to be the best of what you have, but it also
doesn't need to be the best. It's the finale look. It has to be the best look of the.
Well, I think it also has to be a great representation of you, and I think it was a great representation of Raja, because again,
she gave me a shout out, so I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite. I mean, Ginger's was still hands down my favorite. But I thought she looked absolutely stunning, beautiful, gorgeous. I love this, like, showing her leg thing. I think that should be her thing for the rest of her drag career, or at least until her leg still looks good. Because it changes, ladies and gentlemen, at a certain age. That goes away.
Oh,
and I will help her find ways to hide it if she needs help. Yeah, so that was our runway. Also, I have the looks from the challenge. I will show you guys. It's a group shot of the challenge looks. If you guys want to give your thoughts on whose challenge look you liked, here it is. Anyone that stood out to you guys?
Ginger, I guess.
Ginger?
I would go for this one. I like Kylie's the best because it was more the country. I like the shoes. I mean, they all look great, but I think Kylie stands out to me for the looks.
Would you like Kylie's look if it was on Eureka?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. It would look terrible.
I like it. No, I think it's honestly
I'm not saying you like this. That was not directed at you. Like, you wouldn't think it. That was more a general you. Like, because I truly feel like, and I've said this many times, I truly feel like if Eureka were to come out in something like that, people would say it looks off the rack. It looks too common. Which was my thought when I saw it, was I just thought, well, I get it. It is country, but I just wanted it to go to that next level. So, like, Ginger to me was country drag. Raja to me was country drag. Eureka to me was Marie Antoinette drag. But you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying she didn't look beautiful. She looked beautiful. She's a beautiful human being. And beautiful. You have advantages as a beautiful human being that sometimes you don't have to try as hard.
Yeah. But also they're not critiqued on these looks.
Exactly. I agree.
So they can, like, I think you even said this earlier, they could literally wear whatever for this, but obviously they want to make it nice. So yeah, according to the challenge, but
Eureka would not get away with it. Ginger Minge would not get away with it.
Yeah.
You just can't. You physically can't. Like, I'm talking as the plus size queen here on the panel. If I was to wear that, you all would fucking get a refund. Not going to happen.
I mean, there was definitely, when I was a lot younger, people would comment, like, especially when I was in Ohio doing shows, I was a lot thinner than a lot of the other queens. So they would always call me, like, the body, which I think is hysterical because I guess because they kept saying that, I kept getting more body. But I would consider myself a plus size, a big girl queen now, definitely, because I have to be, because my body is just not like it used to be. I think that I can't wear certain things and stuff like that. And again, like, I don't want to be like I feel like at times I'm kind of doing what people are doing to the big queens, but in reverse to the skinny queens. However, I think part of the problem with what is happening with drag is we keep crowning these pretty girls with perfect bodies, and people keep thinking that this is what quality great drag is. And let me just say this to people who want to do drag, who don't look like Kylie and who do not look like all the other skinny Aquaria. Again, I was just trying to think Carmen Farala. Like,
yeah,
there's so much more drag out there that is so good and so entertaining that you don't have to be in a bikini every time you're on stage. Like,
but that's not devaluing their brilliance and what they can do. But you know, like, some of us can't rely on body, so we have to rely on humor and hair and face and all that.
Yeah.
You know, but even like, you're not a twink forever. Sorry, guys, you're just not.
Okay, I'm done. I'm never gonna bring up a big girl's issues again. That was it. That is the end of the road for me. So we got a little video message from our now former all-star Shea Coulee. Any thoughts on Shea Coulee's message to everybody? I couldn't find a picture of it online, but
well, you can, because the video clip just dropped. And it's the exact same outfit.
Okay.
So it's literally her outfit from the new video clip for Collide.
Okay.
Branding.
Yeah. So if you missed it, that's where you can see it. Ollie, your thoughts on Shay's message and look?
She looked great.
Yeah, she always does. Yeah, she looked great. It was a cute little message. I thought it was a cute idea. I don't think they've ever done that before. Have they ever had the last winner there? Have they ever done that?
Yeah, for four, they had the whole three come in. Chad, they had Trixie, Alaska for season 4.
That's right. Okay.
It was just last season that they didn't really do it.
Yeah. All right. So hold on here. Rook King says, but Lorayne, of course, big girls wear shorts and swimsuits. I agree. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that when Eureka wore a bodysuit, nobody, I mean, they said they liked it, but were they gushing like, oh my God, girl, that body, amazing, blah, blah, blah. No, they don't do that because we don't have this image in our head that a big body is a pretty body. So they gave her credit for it. They said, you know, they complimented her. They told her she looked nice. But when when Raja did her look, her 2-piece bodysuit that was a mix and match pattern thing, all they kept saying was, oh my God, those abs. Oh my God, that body. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So that's my point. I wear shorts all the time as Lorayne. I love a little hot pant. I'm not saying that I don't wear it. I'm just saying that the reaction from the crowd and the reaction from most people, in my opinion, is that it's okay because it's a big girl.
The difference is if I was to wear what Kylie wore, it'd be done and it'd be comedy.
Right.
But Kylie's sexy.
Right.
So, but if I was to wear her exact same outfit, it's not sexy, it's funny.
Yeah. Well,
and that's it, which is fine.
I think a good example of this is I can't believe I'm saying this, but oh my gosh, Candy Muse, because she's very unapologetic about her size and she wears lots of stuff like that. But they would, yes, I'm not saying they didn't say that she looked good at times, but they don't gush over them like they do when the person got a perfect body. That's all my point is. Again, I have nothing against it. It's just like, I just want to keep pointing it out because I think if we keep brushing it under the rug and not talking about it, nothing's going to get changed. And obviously you can't, if you aren't attracted to somebody with a big body, I get it. You're not going to gush over them. I understand it. But you have to understand that there is a prejudice. There is a bias to somebody who has a bigger body. I think they are judged way harsher on the show than a skinny queen.
On the show.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm a plus size 20
years in the game. They love me. They love the shit out of me when I'm performing. And they worship it. But on this show, on this particular platform, there is a prejudice.
Yeah. I definitely think that there are so many times where if it was a bigger queen that wore what some of these perfect body girls wear, they never ever would have lasted. Ever. And that's why I'm always skeptical. That's why I was skeptical, and Ollie, you could attest to this, even when Carmen Farala on España. I mean, I think the first couple episodes I kept saying, I love her, but I don't want this to be all about my perfect body and this and that. And she proved that she isn't just body. She was so funny. She was so kind. She was so endearing on that show that it was like a no-brainer for her to win. And again, that's what I want. Like, I want us to be judging everybody on that. The charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. Not body, costumes. Like, though, if you legitimately want to do the show and say it's about charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent, then let's do that.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to stop yelling. Why am I still yelling?
Your voice is better.
I think I just needed to warm it up. And sorry to everybody who's watching or listening, and I'm just bitching, but I'm very passionate.
These are discussions that need to be had. Like, these are legitimate, like, discussions that need conversation.
Yeah. What does it say? It seems that if the big girls were in the judge's view, it was comedy, and the small girls wear it, then it's sexy and beautiful. Right. Exactly. And again, like, I mean, I honestly, like, I think for me, and I think part of the reason that I have a sense of humor is because I've always known, even when I was on the thinner side, I always thought I was fat. Even my friends who I hung out with in the gay bars, I was like 24, 25, they called me fat. I look back now at pictures and I go, why was I so like worried about this? But like in the gay community, again, if it's not this perfect chiseled body or you're under a certain age, nobody wants anything to do with you. And, again, I don't want to sound like I'm like this nasty old queen, but it's the truth. Like, and it's hard for somebody who doesn't have these issues. And like now, even looking back, like I'm upset with myself that I could not see in my own mirror that I wasn't fat. I listened to what people were telling me and I believed that and I saw that. How much did I miss out on because I was afraid to show my body or because I thought people were going to think that I looked fat? How many times did I not wear something because I thought, oh my God, people are going to be laughing and I don't want them to laugh? So that's why I do the things that I do, especially in drag, because I don't want to walk out on stage, even though I may think I look amazing. There's always that moment in my head that somebody's watching and going, why is that fat girl wearing that?
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. These are things that I think about when I'm putting a costume together before I go out on stage. I'm always thinking, are they gonna be thinking these things? So I'm done now. I'm officially done with my rant. Now that my voice back. This is like Lorayne in the season 7 when I joined the podcast. I would do these all the time. Well, thank you. Jappo says I'm touching his heart. I'm sure everybody has tuned out, but whatever.
No, I do relate. that. I relate to everything that you've just said, just between you and me really quickly, and then we'll get back on with the show. Yeah. But like, I competed, like this is back in 2013. I was in a drag competition that was in a pub called Destiny's Drag Race. And I fucked up on one of my body rolls during a performance, and one of the judges called me a beached whale. That comment of him calling me a beached whale ended up on a drug-addicted anorexia binge for 5 years of my life because I was so that.
Yeah.
The body dysmorphia, I had all the confidence in the world. When I started Magenta, it was to be empowerment for girls, to be empowerment for women, to be that voice that never, ever took that, you know. I did it for me because I felt uncomfortable as a little fat gay boy. Yeah. So I created a little fat, you know, diva that could deal with that. But as soon as I was called a beached whale, literally spent 5 years as a junkie anorexic. Yeah. And I got real skinny. I got real thin. And my life turned right the fuck upside down. And it fucks me up more. Yeah. And then I had to move all the way across the other side of the world to get over that shit. And then I put all the weight back on as soon as I landed on this side of the world. Right. But I've never been happier. Yeah. And I'm big again. And I'm starting to get back into it again. But this time around, it's because I know, that was not worth it. So
and you also have to do it for you, not because of, and that's kind of my thing is like, I'm more mad at myself because I do feel like I'm a strong person, and to know that I went so long and still have these issues. Yeah, I left this on the screen because Rook King says, Lorayne, no way, not now. You don't think that now, darling. And I said, absolutely. Absolutely. I will stand in my mirror, my hallway, my full-length mirror, and try on 20 different things because if I'm going to West Hollywood, are you kidding me? No.
Yeah, it doesn't go away.
No. I think that's part of the reason why I like drag, because I feel like with drag, I can get away with more. I can wear things that Mark wouldn't wear. And like you said, I can make it funny. So I can be like, well, I'm gonna tell the joke. I'm gonna be the funny one. I'm gonna comment already. I know I'm a big girl and I probably shouldn't be wearing this, but I'm going to for this number.
Exactly. So let's get back onto Off the Rat.
Yeah.
Back on happiness.
So the queens were asked to lip sync for their legacy one at a time. I do have a photo of all of their lip sync looks because they all switched their looks, and those are the looks that they wore. But Raja did end up taking her coat off, and so did Kylie from that photo. I think Kylie's wearing it. Yeah, those did come off, but that's what everybody was wearing for the lip sync. What did you guys think of the lip sync? Did you think the clear winner of the lip sync itself, Ollie?
No. I think that they all did something different. They embodied it in a different way, so it was really hard to tell. And I don't know, what do you guys think of them doing it separately? Do you think it's better for them to do it separately, or do you think they should do it as a group? Because I was thinking about myself. I do like that they have center stage to do whatever they want to do. But I don't know. It's almost as if, I don't know. It's just a thought that I just thought
of. Magenta?
If they had dropped it down to a final two and done them separately, I would have been down for that. Like, doing it, there's no difference between 4 of them on the stage and 4 split screens. Like, yeah.
I love this. Jappel, you complete me. I just want to say that. Like, I feel like you type stuff in the chat that's in my head, and I don't understand how you're able to know what's in my head. I would agree with this statement that I just put on the screen. That he's referring to Kylie because she slipped, and she did a somersault to kind of save it. His comment is the flip save wasn't that cool. Ollie, what is your thought on the flip save?
I like the flip save. No one's going to agree with me today, but I really liked it because I think that happens in actual performances that you go to bars or clubs.
I agree with that. I agree.
And when that happened, my legit thought, I was watching it at midnight because I'm a crazy fan.
Yeah.
I was watching it with a friend, and like as soon as I saw that happening, I was like, oh, Kylie's not going to win this. But then, you know, she flipped, she saved. And yeah, it wasn't as polished, but I think that's okay. Drag isn't always polished. And that's something you'd actually go out and see. Like, I'm glad that that happened, because people need to be reminded that drag isn't always like perfect, prim. Like the queens, sometimes they fall, but they also get up, or they do some kind of save like Kylie did. So I really liked it. I don't know what people are expecting. Like, oh, they want her to do a cartwheel, backflip, handspring across the stage, but she did that in heels in her weird gown. Like, that was cool. I'm sorry, Jappel. I have to disagree.
Yeah.
Any other time in a lip sync for your life or a lip sync for your legacy, she would have been sent home just for tripping. Just saying.
True.
She saved herself.
I would agree. I agree with both of you, because I do agree with you, Ollie. When I say this all the time, performing on Drag Race is so different than performing in a club. And I agree 1,000% with you, Ollie. If this was at Mickey's and she did that, I would probably be jumping up in the air, clapping and cheering, and being like, "Yeah, great." But there was a moment for me where it happened that I kind of was like, in my head, I thought, "Oh my God, everybody's gonna go bonkers for this," even though I didn't think it was bonkers worthy at the time. And I went out Thursday night actually in drag, and went into Revolver. They were still showing the show, and I happened to come in right when they were doing this, and the crowd went insane when that happened. I mean, insane when that happened. So I knew from a producing perspective, I went, they're going to be showing this.
The way they edited it, Rue was like,
yeah.
So dramatic. But
so dramatic. I agree 1,000%.
But they all genuinely, I thought they really did great. I loved Eureka's. Raja was killing it. Yeah. I feel like we didn't see a whole lot of Raja in this, unfortunately. And Ginger was doing a great job, but like, I felt like, I don't know, I really wanted them to perform it together or something. Like Magenta said, narrow it down to a bottom two, or something like that. Like, I don't know.
A final lip sync for your legacy.
Yeah. I like that. I like that. Sorry, I'm trying not to be a negative Nancy. I know everyone's commenting now that it's negative talking here. I apologize, because that's not my intention. But I also have a very hard time not speaking the truth. I feel like if I just sit here and I don't, and it's funny because there have been times, this was back at Afterbuzz, where I would just sit and I wouldn't say anything because I'm not going to bitch. I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to let everybody talk. And when I don't, everybody in the chat, everybody on the set is like, "Mark, why are you being so quiet?" So I can't win. We're all going to have, and I say this all the time. Part of the reason I love this is my favorite thing is watching what you guys are writing in the chat, because you make me think of things that I didn't think of. You change my mind. I have definitely had my mind changed just from doing the podcast based on things that you said and the way that you guys see the show. So I like that we do this, and I'm not just saying that because I do this, but I think that there is a place for it as long as we can keep it here and not like going out and attacking them and stuff like that. And I don't think, because somebody said to me, "Oh, so you're going to be fake with Kylie when you see her?" And I said, "No, absolutely not. I'm still happy for Kylie. Absolutely. I'm so thrilled for her. I think it's, again, each one of them had their own special story. And I'm proud of her. I'm proud that she is now being highlighted. Her story is being highlighted, that it's going to maybe give her more confidence and more, creativity and more opportunities. I think that's wonderful, because I think she's absolutely a wonderful human being. One of my favorite people to work with. If she asks me, "Did you want me to win?" I think we all know me well enough that I can't lie. And I'm not going to say to her, "Yes, I was rooting for you the whole time." I would honestly, to her face, say, well, I'm sorry, but I was Team Ginger. Like, I would say that to her. I'm not going to lie to somebody to their face if they ask me a question. And that's something that I have a thing with, is like, I just can't lie. It's hard for me to lie and pretend that I like something that I don't, or I believe something that I don't believe in. So that's where
never say something behind somebody's back that you're not willing to say to their face.
Right.
So it's simple. And I think, Lorayne, you and I are both the same in this camp.
Yeah.
We talk our shit, we give our opinions, but we'd say it to their face.
Hello Kitty says, so you like art now?
She still hates that. Get over it.
Hello Kitty, you are going well far and beyond where you should be going with this. You clearly aren't listening to what I had to say. All right, you guys. Where are we? So this lip sync song was "Stupid Love," Lady Gaga. I agree with you, Ollie, too. I don't think they gave Raja a lot of airtime, but what I did see of Raja, I thought she was killing it.
Mm-hmm.
And in those shoes, by the way. Screw Poopy.
Oh my gosh.
Elaine and Hello Kitty, you two are on my shit list today, okay? No, I just need someone to bring up Derek Barry, and it'll be a perfect day for me. Anyway, where are we? All right, so our crowned queen of All-Star 6, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't figured it out from everything we that we have said all day long here, the winner was crowned Miss Kylie Sonique Love is your All-Star 6 champion. Congratulations to Miss Kylie Sonique Love. She is now the first trans winner for the American franchise, but the second trans winner to have ever won. Angeli Ong, I think is her name, from Thailand, season 2, who was trans, won that season. So Kylie is in great company with her. So let's see here. What else do I have in the notes here? Okay, if there's something you guys want to ask, you can put it in the chat and we'll try and answer some of those questions here. So some mirror moments and Untucked, some things that I wrote down. I thought Ginger in Untucked, when she talked about her partner, was just so sweet, and how she was talking about how he really just makes her feel so good about herself and stuff. And we all need people like that around us. So I just thought that was a really nice moment. You guys, any thoughts?
Oh, yeah, it was something. Talk about yourselves. I'm back in 2 seconds.
Okay.
In 2 seconds.
Ollie, did you have anything about, like, I just thought it was cute.
What was it? Sorry.
Ginger talking about her partner.
Oh yeah, I don't remember it. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Also, another thing that I really, really cackled at, and you might have missed this. I actually missed it the first time I watched the show. That moment of Raja in the mirror getting ready, and she's like talking to herself, and she's like, cheekbones, nose, like she was like just living for herself. I could not stop laughing. I just thought it was such a fun, cute moment. Because yeah, we all do that. But did you miss it, or did you see that? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Oh, watch it again, because I did not catch it the first time. I saw it. There's a double crowning this season. Which one did you? Oh, okay. Okay, good. You have some good questions in here, so we'll get to those in a second. All right, you guys. So I just want to ask. We'll do these 2 questions, and then I'll jump into the fan questions. But I messaged you guys that I was going to ask you this. Ollie, what is your favorite moment of All-Star 6? It can be an episode, it can be a moment, it can be a runway. Well, no, because I'm going to ask about runway looks in a minute. So,
I guess there's so many good ones, but I think my favorite was Snatch Game.
Okay.
I really enjoyed the Snatch Game. I know I don't really like that format, but I just loved seeing Ginger and Kylie's banter, and I also just loved Raja's LaToya Jackson.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I was pleasantly surprised because I usually don't like that format, but those three killed it for me. And it was really, I laughed out loud. And when I laugh out loud, that doesn't usually happen when I watch this show. I kind of like chuckle here and there, but when I actually like laugh out loud, it was a really good Snatch game. And I was really pleasantly surprised. So that was my standout moment off the top of my head.
Magenta, what was your standout moment of All-Star 6?
Legandra Estrada death dropping from the ceiling and doing physical.
Yeah. Yeah. That was it. I was debating that and another one. But
what was your other one? I'm debating the same too.
I was, yeah, it probably is. My hands down favorite moment of the season was the halftime show.
That was my other one.
It was just so good, and everybody did such a great job. Except for yeah, right. But like, even if you like, I was just like, I wish every challenge, everybody was that good, that you made it so difficult to judge them. And I think that's another reason why I liked this season so much. I'm probably going to consider it one of the best. As I felt like they had some really good challenges, and I felt like they had really good, like the queens did a good job. So yeah, I think so for sure. All right. So our standout runway looks, Miss Magenta, did you have a standout runway look?
I did. Okay, so I battled with myself long and hard, but I came up with TKB in the pop art look.
Pop art. Oh, okay. It was the Black Lives Matter.
Trans Lives Matter with that, but it was the bundles on the head.
Yeah.
TKB. That's my ultimate. That's my number one.
Yeah. Ollie, did you have
that was literally, you stole my look, girl.
I'm
that
sorry.
was literally no, because that was so good. It was so good for obviously good. The message is always like good, no matter what.
Yeah.
And she looked beautiful. I love that she went with actual like comic style for the pop art, rather when
She
everyone kind of did
fine.
everyone kind of did the same thing. Like, didn't look bad, but she stood out. She had her BLM sign.
Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous. And I can't even think, that was the first one I think of. But I can't think of another one. I would like to say another one, but I have to keep my heart with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have two that kind of popped into my head. I think one's gonna really surprise everybody.
Okay.
But I think it's standing out to me because I didn't. It was the challenge where they had to redo something that they did before. And it was Scarlet Envy's look from her entrance look. And I think it's standing out to me because and maybe it's just because I don't have a good quality TV, but I never noticed that design on her entrance look. So to see this and then to go back and look at it and like, oh, it was that, but elevated and really stood out to me. Like as I'm like just trying to I didn't want to go through pictures. I was just like, what's popping into my head? That popped into my head because it really made me go, oh, and she just looked such an elevation from where she walking in the workroom, because I didn't think she looked good walking in the workroom. So that one, and then I have to say Ginger's finale look. It, to me, is just like everything that I wanted from a runway from Ginger. It just was so beautiful. She looked absolutely gorgeous. She wasn't wearing a boot, Chucky Chuck. So yeah, so those were the two that stood out. But I agree. I think TKB's thing I think TKB probably, if I had to go down and mark whose runways were probably the best, I think TKB would have the most checks next to her name.
And Raja for the on-site design challenges.
Yeah. Somebody's agreeing with me here. I can't read this name; it's too little. Zoino Miko. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but she agrees that Scarlett's entrance relook was phenomenal. All right, so there were some good questions in here. Okay, do you think it's time to change the lip sync assassin thing? It needs another twist. What do you guys think? And that's Elaine is asking us that.
No, I reckon you can do one more season with lip sync assassin.
Okay, Ollie.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't
I'll say this.
know.
Let me just tell you this because I saw somebody posted this on Instagram. I thought it was an interesting idea. I don't know that it's, we'll see. I'll tell you what they said. His suggestion was that the lip sync assassins are the person that got eliminated. And if they win the lip sync, they can come back in. So it's kind of like a constantly like rotating. So sometimes they're in the competition, sometimes they're out of the competition. Blah, blah, blah. What do you guys think of that?
Be interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if the fans would like it because it would be so inconsistent. So I don't know if it would necessarily work, but I'd say it would be a very interesting season.
That would work well. I'll tell you. No, actually, it wouldn't work well. No, nix that one.
I feel like that would be the season of like robbed. That would be like the season of robbery.
I'm already hearing people say robbed.
Yeah, because they wouldn't have as much control, I think, also. So it would be hard. Chucky Chuck says, one trend I didn't like was the damn boots worn by Ginger.
I loved her boots.
All right, hold on.
I identified her boots.
All right, where is those questions? Okay, here. Rumor has it that there was a double crowning this season. Which pair would you have picked personally?
It was actually all four were filmed doing doubles.
Oh, really?
So everyone got an individual win, and then they did every combination of double.
Interesting. So Magenta, if you could have had two winners, who would they have been?
Look, I would have had Raja and Ginger. I was battling between Raja and Ginger the whole season.
Okay.
Except
Ollie?
for Trinity.
Who would your two be?
I'm agreeing with Magenta. I would pick Raja and Ginger too. Obviously, I would give it to Raja just the crown, just her. But I think they both were just so consistent. 2 challenge wins. I think they were in the bottom. Yeah, they were in the bottom once. But to me, I just feel
everyone's in the bottom.
Yeah,
Ginger only in the bottom when everyone was in the bottom.
Yeah, I would definitely do Raja Ginger if they were to do it.
I'm trying to think. I guess I would. I mean, Ginger, obviously, because I was Team Ginger. I guess, yeah, I would say Ginger and Raja too. I think so too.
I'll say this though: had Kylie won Snatch Game, which she could have, I'd be more like whoop whoop.
Yeah,
I think.
And I think also too, there was a lot of doubt in her winning the challenge that she did win. So I think that's also where a lot of people are, kind of torn. Although again, the bar went absolutely. I mean, she's a local girl. She's been here. Sonique has lived here since season 2. So she's she is part of WeHo. She is part of all, we've all worked with her and stuff. So, to watch it here is probably different than watching it in Florida where Ginger lives or, where all the other queens live. But this is a good point. Elaine pointed out, I didn't even realize this. I'm guessing it's because of COVID. But they did not do a reunion parade of queens on the finale. Like they didn't bring back all the queens to do the final runway, which they've been kind of doing for a lot of the.
That would have been cool because they did that for All Stars 5. That's unfortunate.
Okay, wait, hold on. There's some new things here. Raja had the.
No, there might be a reunion episode next week. I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah.
Because UK 3 doesn't start until the week after.
All right, so Chucky Chuck says Ginger should have won this season, but in parentheses, I wouldn't say she was robbed. I think Ru picks Kylie because it's good PR for the Emmys, and I said it to Jackie a few weeks ago. Yeah, I mean,
at least Ginger won over $60,000. Let me tell you, she won more than half of the prize money. Yeah. Okay, that's a prize right there, I will say. Exactly. So, I'm just real quick. I just want to say this. Obviously, I was Team Raja, But I am really happy that Kylie did actually win because it gives her
Yeah.
so much opportunities. Because Kylie's such a beautiful soul.
Yeah,
and I really feel for her because unlike the other three, I think she hasn't had all the opportunities. Like, yeah, you can say this was a PR stunt, but she's been working her butt off for 11 years. You know, through her transition, bars, clubs, and she was a true. Not saying like obviously Ginger and Eureka and Raja were doing this as well, but like. They've had like, I guess they just have been more relevant than Kylie, you know? So I'm happy that she has this opportunity. And then Eureka, Ginger, and Raja still have those opportunities. Ginger's acting. She was on Ru's show.
Yeah.
Eureka's on HBO. Raja's going to be, Raja's a star. We already know this. So I just wanted to say that. Yeah. I am really happy, even though I was Team Raja, that Kylie gets to
I agree.
Do so much with this.
I agree.
You know? So.
I mean, I was a little shocked. I'll be very honest. When she said Kylie, I was kind of like, really? But the more I've thought about it, the more I've read responses and stuff, and I get the importance of it. I don't think. So I know Miko just commented this. I want to just read this. She's because I read Chuck's comment about the PR for Kylie. So. She says, it's a bit discrediting to say Kylie only won for PR reasons. The fact that they filmed so many double crownings says production knew it was a tight race. And I agree 1,000% with that. But I also understand what Chuck is saying. And I think that a lot of people do think that way, mostly because we talk about it here all the time, the dick in the suit. So I think there always is going to be with Drag Race because of how they do things. There are going to be people who are going to think what Chuck said. So
I feel a lot differently. Had Kylie won the challenges, Kylie should have won.
Absolutely.
And Kylie should have won some other challenges. Same as TKB should have been on 5 by the end of it, and TKB should have gone home. My girl was TKB, then Ginger. And then Raja. That does not mean I don't love Kylie, and that does not mean that Kylie's not a deserving winner, and that does not mean that this is not a huge thing for the trans community, and they are an important community in our industry. I just want to get that out of the way. This is huge. It's monumental, and it is important. But do I think she won? Well, she won the last episode. I'll give her that. She won the last episode. She did the best in the song, the original song. I didn't like her final runway, but she won the last challenge as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Give it up.
Yeah.
I
mean, kudos to Kylie. Kudos. We're very proud of her. I don't think any of us are upset that she won. We all had our favorites, and that's part of what Drag Race is. We all have our favorites. There's so much drag out there, so many different styles and so many different things. People like it or they don't. And Ginger's kind of drag is what I prefer. So yes, I'm Team Ginger. I'm not going to apologize for being Team Ginger, but I'm very, very happy for Kylie. I'm so proud of her. I will give her a hug and a kiss and tell her I love her and congratulations when I see her. I'll send all of your love when I do see her. And she will love meeting every single one of you and talking to you and hearing how much you loved her and her story. So please do that.
And her art and her artistry.
Yeah.
And her solo music's amazing. And for fuck's sake, Miley Cyrus's drag mother. Give it up for that.
Right, exactly.
Who else gets to be Miley Cyrus's drag mother?
I do have a quote of the season. I have to get. I'm not going to do it justice, especially because of my ratchety voice today. But quote of the season goes to Raja. Oh my God.
Oh my God!
It has to be the quote of the season. Sorry, no one else deserves that. Fans of the week go to BK Teacher and Roro for commenting on our YouTube channel. Again, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, you can do so by clicking down there in the corner, and then you'll know what we're doing and when we're going live and all that good stuff. Just some news and gossip. First of all, we had a birthday. She didn't join us today, but Miss Jacque Borosski had a birthday this week. So happy birthday. If you guys have not said happy birthday to Jackie, give her a little shout out on social media. She is at 123 Jackie B on all social media. She would love to hear from you. And I do believe, I don't think he's still in the chat room anymore, but I think it's Ronnie Jr.'s birthday today, or is around here too. So if you guys know Ronnie Jr. from our Afterbuzz days, he has joined us on here on Drag Race TV once as well. It was his birthday as well, or it's today.
And it's my birthday, my little nephew, Jet. Hello, Jet.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Same day as Jackie.
Which means the Virgos out there who drive me crazy. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jackie.
Yes, happy birthday, Jackie. Also, just a reminder, Drag Race Holland is on WoW Presents Plus currently. I think we're 4 episodes in. So be sure to check that out if you have WoW Presents Plus. I'm enjoying it. Is it my favorite of all the seasons? No, but I feel like there's some very, very clear winners on this season. So I feel like I kind of know the final, which is always sad. I don't like to know. Also, I'm gonna add it to the bio. Miss our new reigning All-Stars champion, Kylie Sneak Love, has a new music video out. I will put that link in the bio after this post to YouTube. So if you want to see that, you can. Also, Drag Race UK is about to air on WoW Presents Plus as well. So be sure to go check out the Meet the Queens. They are out there. Get to know them. I said this last week. Willem has a new show coming out. I think it's on Out TV. Iconic Justice, where she's going to be kind of playing a Judge Judy type thing. I don't know much more than that, other than the commercial. Also, a shout out to Peppermint from our Drag Race, Crystal from Drag Race UK, and Barbada, who I don't know. They're doing their own show called Call Me Mother, where they adopt somebody into their drag family. That is on Out TV as well. And then on Crave, which I'm hoping will also be posted on WoW Presents Plus on September 6th. So that's tomorrow. Season 1, Canada's Drag Race is having a reunion. So if you watched Canada's Drag Race, you can watch the reunion tomorrow. I guess that's it. Are you doing Holland recaps? So they're asking Chucky Chuck. No, me and Ollie are not doing Holland recaps. Ollie is a schoolboy. He's very, very busy. So I didn't want to disturb him because I knew he was busy. So no, we are not recapping Holland. UK will be coming up. We'll have to have a discussion to see if we're going to do UK or what's going on with Drag Race TV. So obviously follow us on social media, DRTVLA. To find out when and if we are doing them. That's where you can find them. We would love to have every single one of you there with us as we do them, because it's not as fun without you, to be honest. All right, I think that is it. Do you guys have anything you need to add that I may have left out? No? Okay.
Your voice is better. Yay!
My voice is better. All right, Miss Magenta, tell them where they can find you on the social medias. Oh, do I have it?
I don't know. It's Queen Magenta Fox on one of them and Fox Magenta on the other.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fox Magenta is Twitter.
That's the one.
Yeah. And Ollie, where can they find you on the social medias?
Follow me at Ollie Dreamer on the social medias.
Yes. And you can find me at Lorayne Love, LORAYNE LOVE. If you spell it right, you can find me on all social media. And again, follow Drag Race TV LA, DRTVLA. And thank you guys who came and joined us all season. Thank you for Magenta for joining us for the last 2 episodes. Appreciate having you here and hearing your opinion. It's always nice. And of course, my little lovely Ollie. You know I adore you. So thank you guys, everybody who's in the chat. Oh, Ronnie is here. Who do you want to see in the next All-Stars? Ollie. Oh, I don't know. Do we have time? Okay, give me one person you'd like to see in the next All-Stars. Well, I think the next one is all winners, but if in the next, who would you like to see?
Nicole Page Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia.
Ollie,
happy birthday, Ronnie. Asia O'Hara.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say La Ree.
I like that.
I can't get enough La Ree. I still haven't seen her live. Oh, Mrs. Kasha Davis, Ronnie Jr. said Mrs. Kasha
yes, I'd love to see Mrs. Kasha.
That would be an interesting all-star. And it is Ollie. It is Ronnie's birthday. He is watching. So
and James Mansfield as well. That's another one.
James would be a fun one. I have a feeling they wouldn't be too kind to her, but I would love to see more of James Mansfield. I love James. If you don't follow James's page, you really, as YouTube channel, you should, because he really is quite entertaining and very, very talented. Yeah. All right. Dita Ritz. I'm hearing Dita Ritz, Kasha.
Oh, God, yes.
Tamisha, but that won't happen. I agree. That will not happen. Layla McQueen is another one that they're saying in the chat. So yeah, all good choices.
Another one like this. Give us more people you were expecting.
Yeah, all good, like all people who could genuinely win the season. I think is what Yahuah Hamasaki. Okay, okay. I think I like her too. She's good. Not my all-time favorite, but.
Rock.
I gotta put it out there because she's my family. Nina West. We gotta have Nina West on an all-star.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. Also, too, speaking of Nina, follow her if you don't already. Follow her. She is going to be starring in Hairspray, a national tour of Hairspray. She's going to be in Santa Barbara, so I'm going to hopefully go see her in Santa Barbara when she's here, because she's not actually going to be in LA. She's going to be in Santa Barbara and San Diego. Those are the two closest to us. So look on. They do have a Instagram account for the tour. So if you can, I would go to Nina's, and then you can find the Hairspray tour Twitter or Instagram. And you can find out where they're going to have it, because I think we should all show some love to Miss Nina. I'm very proud of her. This is right up her alley. So, okay. Thank you guys for joining us. We love you, and we will follow us on the social media to find out. We will be back. Love you all. Take care. We will see you soon.